Week 7 in high school football is here, which means I've got your rankings. It is a Monday, and this video is your Class 1A rankings. Nevertheless, before we get started, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel if you're not already. But I'm not going to waste any more of your time. Let's get right into 16 through 11. We got some new faces and some faces that have already been in the ranks, dropped out, and hopped back in. That's exactly what happened with East Sac. They were a top team, fell out, and after a win against Eagle Grove, 23-0, they earn a spot back in our ranks at number 16. At number 15, Hudson, they move up one spot after beating East Marshall 49-0. Woodward Granger also moves up a spot after beating Grandview Christian 56-14. They've been on a tear as of late. At number 13, OA BCIG, another team that was in our ranks, fell out and now is back in. They beat West Sioux 41-7 to hop back into our 13 spot. At number 12, Denver, they took a tough loss to Sumner Fredericksburg 19-7. They moved down 2 spots and will hold on to this 12 slot. At number 11, Wilton, they beat Cascade 20-12. They move up 2 spots, and they've got a good one coming up in a few weeks against Regina. That one should be a ton of fun. Nevertheless, let's get into your guys' top 10 for Class 1A this week. At number 10, South Hamilton, they move up 1 spot, a 36-0 win over Ogden. Gets the Hawks back into the top 10. Also, a shout out for Woodward, who won 45-0 over the Bulldogs last week. At number 9, Regina Catholic, top 5 in a lot of stats in this class, but it wasn't enough against West Branch. A really good game at the Little Rose Bowl, but a few turnovers late hurt Regina, and then West Branch came out with that home victory. But still, few teams can score like the Regals in this class, and they didn't drop any spots at all. They hold down this number 9 spot. It was a really good game and just didn't go their way. But nevertheless, Regina Catholic still a very good team in this class. At number 8, Pella Christian, they moved down 4 spots. This might be the next tier, considering the 42-15 losses to Gurney. Still, they're very dangerous in all 3 areas of the game. We're kind of starting to see the tiers in Class 1A start to form, and that's kind of where we see that the second one forming. At number 7, Sigourney Keota, they move up 5 spots. The Cobras just keep moving up. Pella Christian had no answer to Cale Clarahan and Isaac Burns, each who ran for 100-plus rushing yards. At number 6, Dyke New Hartford, they moved down 3 spots. A 20-point loss to MFL is certainly a blow and not something we kind of saw coming. And now they have 3 losses, but there's still a handful defensively. Again, Dyke New Hartford, just a ton of competitive games this year. Kind of was expecting the MFL Marmac game to be a little closer. It wasn't, so they drop out of our top 5 to that number 3 spot. Nevertheless, let's get into your guys' top 5. At number 5, West Branch, the first team to take down Regina Catholic. The Bears notched a premier win. Cale Sadell had 2 interceptions to help West Branch pick up that huge win at home and to maintain a spot in this top 5. At number 4, MFL Marmac, they move up 3 spots. Marmac may not have the most efficient offense, but with the top 5 defense, they had enough for a 34-14 win over Dyke New Hartford, a really good win for that team who is coming off a loss, and really just a bounce-back win to kind of throw themselves back into that second tier of teams in Class 1A. At number 3, Sumner Fredericksburg, they move up 3 spots as well. It was a slow, methodical 19-7 win over Denver. Quarterback Davis Van Sickle was nearly flawless with 2 touchdowns. So Sumner Fredericksburg, they move up 3 spots and grab the number 3 slot. And here's kind of where the tier list ends for that second tier. And I think our top 2 teams are pretty clear at this point. It's Underwood and Grundy Center. Underwood, your team of the week in Class 1A. Trainer came into the game 5-0 and left with a 49-0 loss to the Eagles. And again, there's a clear list or a clear tier drop off right here between Underwood and Grundy Center. And Grundy Center, one of 3 teams across all 7 classes to be wire to wire number 1. They did it yet again. The worst thing you can say about the Trojans is they've allowed 14 points twice in a row. Every other team wishes they were them right now. Grundy Center is just on a roll ever since their week 1 really close win against Dyke New Hartford. They've been on a tear, taking no prisoners, and they did it yet again in week 6. And Grundy Center, your clear number 1 team in Class 1A. But nevertheless, that's all I've got. Quick and easy in Class 1A. Leave a comment whether you agree, disagree. What do you thought? What are your thoughts? We love reading those. And I'll catch you guys for Class 1A next week.